Investing, a word that has become extremely important in recent years. Over time, globalization and new technologies have made more and more people see investments as a possibility to stabilize their finances. No matter how old you are, it would always be a good choice to invest part of your money in a market that interests you. But are investments made for every type of person? Probably yes. Although depending on your age, some options could be more beneficial than others. We know that our investing options can change, and according to your age, we could have a preference for certain investments over others. That's why we created this video with the best options to invest depending on your age. Hello everyone and welcome to Novarise, your channel for financial education. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like for more videos like this. Investing in your 20s. In our early 20s, we usually don't worry much about our finances. At that age, many are still in college, and some are still financially dependent on their parents. When we are in our 20s, we're basically trying to enjoy life. When we start working and become independent, that's when things really change. Just entering adulthood, we realize that life is not as easy as it seemed, and that it's necessary to take control of our finances. A study conducted by Bankrate among young Americans showed that only 18% of respondents between 18 and 25 years are investing. Among the most common responses for not investing were they don't have the money to do it, they didn't know about investment markets, they were afraid of high commissions from investing online. Your 20s is definitely your ideal age range to get the most out of the knowledge you have about technology and how easy it can be for many to be up to date in terms of new trends. And the trends that have marked the last few years are NFTs. A non-fungible token is a type of investment that has been gaining traction recently, especially among young people who are amazed by this digital world full of art and creativity. Bloomberg called 2021 a wild and emotional year that is likely to change the way you invest forever, and NFTs jumped to the front face. Global statistics about NFT show that the tokens had an impressive sales volume of $2.5 billion in sales during the first half of 2021, while for the third quarter of the year, transactions totaled more than $10.5 billion. The biggest spotlight was taken by digital artist Mike Winkelmann, known as Beeple, who sold a piece of crypto art for $70 million. But what do you get when you buy an NFT? Basically, you get the right to a token that has an assigned value on the blockchain. That value is connected to some crypto, and you could make a profit by reselling that piece of art. This was the case of the art collector Pablo Rodriguez Fraile, interviewed by Business Insider, who resold the Beeple piece for more than 1,000% of its original value. The best thing about this market is that it is not oversaturated, and maybe it is time to join it, either by selling or buying digital art. According to the data from the German web Statista, the peak of users operating with NFTs was reached in October 2021 with 571,035 people. In August 2020, the number of users was only 24,041. Cryptocurrencies. The crypto market is definitely one you should turn your attention to if you are in your 20s. Finance Online has compiled the most relevant statistics in the crypto world, and we will share them with you in case you have doubts about getting on this boat. From March 2020 to February 2021, the global growth of this market was 900%, with the existence of more than 7,800 different cryptocurrencies. Total market capitalization in 2021 was $324.7 billion. According to global statistics, the average number of people using cryptocurrencies until 2021 is 300 million.
Wow!
This might seem like a huge number, but it barely represents 3.9% of the world's population. Also, more than 18,000 companies have decided to accept cryptocurrencies as a payment method. In the US, it is estimated that the number of users is 46 million, and by the end of 2021, the number of daily transactions that were made in the crypto world was 400,000. The cryptocurrency market is undoubtedly on the rise, and the compounded annual growth rate for 2026 is expected to be above 30%. Your 20s may be the perfect age to start saving money. With these two ways of investment, you can start diversifying your income rather than simply putting it in a savings account. Investing in your 30s. The 30s are a very important age to invest. It's right at this age that by making good financial decisions, you can free yourself from a 9-to-5 job. A recent study of people ages 30 to 39 by Morning Consult indicated that only 25% of American adults start their savings at this age. Another study by Charles Schwab Corporation indicated that most Americans consider that $1.7 million are needed to retire comfortably. But this is complicated when you take into account the calculations made by CNBC, which estimated that this represents a saving of $487 per month from the age of 25. But your savings do not have to be based only on your monthly income. You can complement this with investments. And that's why we will give you two excellent ways to invest in your 30s. Real estate. Although there's no age restriction to invest in this market, we consider this to be an excellent option to grow your money at any age. Perhaps your 30s is the ideal time to buy your first property or start diversifying your portfolio. When you get to your 30s, your finances are probably more solid, especially if you already made some type of investment in another market in your 20s. In addition, by this age, you probably already paid off debts for credit purchases or already obtained a vehicle loan, which helps you build a solid credit history. Also, in your 30s, your income is likely to be higher than in your 20s. All of those factors, coupled with being responsible, can help you get better credit to buy a property, taking into account your credit score. Buying a property in your 30s is a fact supported by the National Association of Realtors of the United States, which highlighted that in 2021, the average age of people who were able to buy a house for the first time was 33 years. Another piece of information that could be useful in case you have doubts about investing in real estate is one provided by Zillow, which indicates that from 2018 to 2021, the value of houses in the US has increased by 7.2%. In addition to that, according to the US Census Bureau, individual real estate investors own 74.4% of rental properties in the US, something that indicates that being part of this market is highly profitable. So why invest in real estate at 30? The answer is simple. You have the possibility of obtaining better financing opportunities, as well as having the necessary maturity to be a part of a market such as real estate. Stocks, a market that has remained very stable in recent years, at least in terms of investors. When it comes to buying stocks, many people fear this form of investment, but others fully trust it. There are multiple studies that have analyzed the behavior and the profile of investors in stocks. One of them was made by Gallup, which estimates that 56% of adults in the United States invest in the stock market. Of 489 respondents aged 30 to 39, 60% of them say they invest in this market, while from 18 to 29, the figure drops to just 30%. The German company Statista found a similar result, with 55% of adults investing in stocks, as did Forbes, which also indicates that 55% of American adults invest in stocks. But what about the other percentage of Americans who do not invest in this market? PNC Investments conducted a study among people ages 30 to 39, which showed that 65% of those surveyed considered investing in stocks to be scary or risky. But what were the reasons? Not knowing which companies to invest in, not knowing how to invest, uncertainty due to the pandemic. The stock market can be considered a volatile market by many, but there are companies that show excellent performance over the years. The key to this type of investment, like any other, is to carry out an excellent market research and understand that investing is not just about putting money in a fund. Investing in your 40s and 50s. According to data from Fidelity's retirement platform, the average balance that Americans ages 40 to 49 should have in their retirement accounts should be $120,800. This is based on the calculations that a person should have saved 3 times their annual salary by the end of their 40s. If you have already reached your 40s, 50s, or more, and you have not invested in any of the options that we have already mentioned, you should probably take a second look to determine which type of investment could be useful for you and have it adapt to your financial reality. In the event that you're already over 40 and have already made some kind of investment, then maybe it is time to diversify. As mentioned in our channel, diversifying your portfolio of investments can make a big difference, and if by your 40s you have made some type of investment, then perhaps it is time to further expand your options. Go banking rates. Ask more than 1,000 adults about their investments, and surprisingly, more than 47% of people aged 40 to 49 say they have not made an investment in options such as cryptocurrencies, stocks, bonds, investment funds, real estate. At this stage in your life, you should already have experience and financial awareness, so avoid those scenarios that seem too good to be true. And do not put all your savings in a single investment. One last bonus, if you want to invest, regardless of your age, is that you align your investments with things that you're passionate about. If cars are your thing, maybe you want to look for stocks in the most popular automotive companies. In case you're an art lover, acquiring some pieces of great value, whether physical or digital, can be an excellent option. If you're definitely a tech ace, maybe you should try to put your money in the most innovative options of the moment. When you turn a passion into your main source of income, you have an even greater chance of achieving financial stability and a happier life. Now tell me, are you investing? Where are you investing in? What options did you like? And since you're here, do not forget to check this episode that's gonna help you complement everything you just learned today. Take care. Bye-bye.